I forgot it's on my own damn channel.
Hey.
Oh, perfect. And we are live now. What's going on, everybody? We're back at the Redline Racing Series after a 2-week hiatus due to personal reasons and an election. We are now back to racing this week from Worldwide Technology Raceway. And 16 cars, I believe, on tap for tonight. Mark McAttack, the league owner, in here to give us our qualifying results.
Alrighty, how are we doing, Wallbridge? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. Glad to have you back as well. So,
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy there's numbers on the cars.
right, right, yeah. No, should be a good one tonight at WWT. We have 15 in the lobby. I think team might be, yeah, he's online, so he'll be coming. So we will have a full 16 car field tonight, which is nice. So just wrapped up qualifying, and we just loaded it back out. So here are the results. Myself and the 22 will be leading them to the green. Mark McAttack starting second. We got the 24 of Copenhagen. In third, we have Chief. In fourth, we got Garv. And rounding out the top five will be Hootie Hoo in the 99. Starting sixth, we'll be doing work. Seventh will be, let me find him, Cole Trickle in the 19. Eighth will be 19 in the 78. Ninth will be Indy. And then rounding out the top 10 will be Pete Fulton in the 18. 11th, we got Hoosier Boy in the 12. Starting 12th, we have Band 1 in the 8. 13th is going to be Dog Pound. 14th, Jay White. 15th will be... Oh, somebody must have backed out. Okay. But 15th will be Team, and then we're missing one other... I don't know who backed out. But anyways, 16 car field tonight. Should be a lot of fun. I will say this, too, just as a little bit of a pre-race, maybe key for tonight, where the race could be won and lost is going to be coming on and off pit road, I believe, because we're going to have to use the access road coming on and off pit road. So especially in stage number 3, that will be key, because I believe the first 2 stages we don't have to pit with how it works out with the fuel and the stage link. So should be a good race though. So looking forward to it. So
Sweet.
All right, well, I'm going to go chat with the guys for just a quick moment and get everybody in and situated, and then we'll be going green. So,
Perfect.
all right, sir. You have a good broadcast. We'll talk to you later.
Will do.
All right.
And there is your qualifying rundown. Mark McAttack sits atop the pole again here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And I actually have a grasp on the points. I just pulled them up earlier, and it did give me the points and not just the schedule. So Mark McAttack, still your points leader. 11 starts, 595 total points with the 5 wins on the season. 9 top 5s, 86 points behind him. The 9 car of Chief, sitting at 509, has the win. 7 top 5s, 11 top 10s. Sits with 5 playoff points. 2 times he actually got the fastest lap, too. Okay, so we're actually expanding this. I like that. I like it. Cole Trickle in the 19 sits in the 3rd spot, 183 points back with the win on the year. 6 top 5s, 9 top 10s, 7 total playoff points. Does not have a fastest lap on the season. Garv starting to work his way back up from the penalty suffered at the Glen. In that 15, he sits about 191 points off of Mark McAttack. Also with that win, 5 top 5s, the 7 top 10s, and the 8 playoff points. Now, there is one driver down here who's got me a little curious. He's got to... Oh, it's Hoosier Boy. That's who I'm looking at. 'Cause, 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 But rounding out your top 5 is that 18 of P. Fulton. Sits 208 points off. 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s. Doesn't have a playoff point on the season yet. We're not going to go over Mark McAtack's playoff points because I'm pretty sure some jaws would hit the floor. That is your top 5 in the point standings. A tight battle below that. Team 95 and 19mm sitting in 6th and 7th. A 1-point difference. And if you want to get even better, the driver below them and SDR Jay White sits 4 points away from Team 95 in the 5 car. A battle right there for those 3 different spots. The invites roll in. Only one of the 3 though has the playoff point, and that has the win, and that is 19mm. And he has the most playoff points of the 3. The most top 5s though goes to, or top 10s goes to SDR Jay White. So that is a points battle that we'll have to keep an eye on. As I can't exactly remember the point system on here, but I believe it is as the NASCAR playoffs are. So a couple of drivers down here like Copenhagen in the 24 near the bottom of the standings does have that win, along with the 77 of Danny MD. As I just realized I'm behind in my stream by a good chunk of time, and we're actually jumping in. So we're going to jump along in with them as we get ready to go live from Worldwide Technology Raceway. And I don't even think I need to plug my phone in, so that'd be sick. As the drivers in the loading screen along with everybody else, including me. We should be able to see this whole thing go green as they see it, so that'd be pretty sweet. Usually sometimes about half a lap behind, but it looks like this time we'll be right with them. So that'd be super cool. Oh, as I just realized the stream. Nope, they are going green right now as SDR Jay White, Mark McAtack takes it to the green. Copenhagen, though. I was watching practice before we went on our 2-week hiatus, and Copenhagen showed a lot of speed in that 24, and he's showing it here early to the inside of the 22 of Mark McAtack. The fight for the lead happens on lap 1. And we'll go to the best cam, the roof cam, to show you where the runs are coming from. Who's got the run in the corners? They make contact. There is the 9. Mark McAtack wins the battle. Chief in the 9. Now on the tail of that 24. Everybody makes it through the first lap clean and healthy. The 99, though, drifting up wide. That gives room to the 19, a Cole Trickle. Hootie-hoo starting to drop. Little help coming from the 78 of 19mm. Ooh, the 99 and the 19. A lot of drivers overshoot turn 1. Now side by side for what I believe is 6th position. Ooh, little bit of shoulders out, or elbows out right there. The 99 getting a little bit of a shove from the 19 to Trickle. Gonna drop him back, and now in a fight with the 12 of Hoosier Boy. That is the 5. Getting a little squirrely out of 4. And he's gonna drop to the back. Oh boy, I thought for sure we were gonna see some cars spinning down the front stretch, but no, everybody does their best to get out of the way of the extremely loose 5 car as the 8 of Ban 1 shoots it up to the wall, and that gives the 5 time to get back by him. Battle for the lead still about the same. We go back to mid-pack. The 19 has cleared everybody but the 12 of Hoosier. 3 wide out of turn 2. 78 of 19, the 38 of Indy, the 12 on the high side, gonna win it. Man, this is only the beginning of this thing, too. Now, oh, the 12 just overshooting the corners, allowing the drivers to get to his inside. But the 78 able to stay behind is right now Garv. Sits in that 4th position. I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the YouTube streams right now. Not what I wanted. Because everything on my end looks alright. Ooh, the 12 having a little bit of a misstep out of turn 2. The 78 of 19 going to capitalize and move up a spot. Weird. We go back up to the front. The 24 Cope right now just riding in the 22 coattails. 22 laps. The total for stage 1, we are 8 laps completed. 15 to go in stage 1. The 24, the 9, and the 22 have separated themselves from that 15 of Garv. There is the 62 of Doing Work sitting in the top 5. And he's been coming on strong. This middle part has really seen this 62 start hitting his marks. Oh, contact up at the front. The 9 of Chief and the 24 Copenhagen. That's going to drop the 9 of Chief back to the 15 of Garv. There's now a lot of separation happening. You see the 19 of Cole Trickle sitting really on an island by himself here. With that 99 of Hootie Hoo. 62 of Doing Work, getting a little squirrely. The 38 you see doing the same as well. Is why not do a run through the field? And we'll start with this 22 of Mark McAttack. Sitting in the first spot. Copenhagen right now sitting in second. The 9 of Chief. Running in third. The 15 of Garv fourth. The 62 of Doing Work up to the 5th position. The 19 of Cole Trickle sits 6th. The 99 of a Hootie Hoo 7th. And the 78 of 19mm in 8th. There you see the 12 of Hoosier Boys sitting in 9th. 38 JRC Indy and still in the top 10. Started 9th. He's now 10th. 11th is that 18 of P. Fulton. 40, or no, that is the 3 of Slingshot. Oh, P. Fulton's around. And nobody hit him. Wow. And what's crazy is I've yet this season have been able to get through a run through the field without some crazy stuff happening. You'll never just be smooth sailing here. But that moves the 3 up from, I believe it was 11th or 12th up to 11th. The 41 of Dog Pound sits 12th. The 5 of Team 95, 13th. The 8 of Band 1, 14th. The 16 of Jay White in the 15th spot. And there you saw the 18 of P. Fulton now sitting in 16th position. No yellow for the spin. And now it's back to being 3-car separation. Mark McAtack, still your leader, but the 24 of Copenhagen and the 9 of Chief. But we go back here, the 62 are doing work. Had a run on the 15 of Garv, but couldn't keep it going. He's going to try it again and send it to the outside. Oh, tries to use the high line. It's worked for the guys of the 22's caliber, where he's been able to make that outside work on a pass. But the 62 is going to do it himself. Gets back alongside the 15, but that's drawing in the 19 of Cole Trickle. He's going to stick with the 15. He doesn't want to make it 3 wide. Not at this track. That's going to cause so much carnage if he does. Oh, the 62 loose. There's 7 laps to go here at WWT. The 19 and the 78 both go by. Cole Trickle and 9mm up another spot. The 22, though, is breaking heavily away from the 24 of Copenhagen. Might be starting to lose a little bit in that 24, but the 9 still looking pretty racy as we got 5.5 laps to go here in stage 1. Bunch different cars shuffled throughout this field. See if we can find any battles that are going on in the pack. Here is a battle with the 8 and the 41. Quick work by Band 1 to get by the 41 a Dog Pound. He is up a position. The 5 is actually up about 2 spots. Now has his sights set on that 3. Slingshot Rodeo loses it out of 2. The 5 had the run. The 3 wanted to try and cut the nose off. Thinks better of it. The 5 of Team 95 able to get by. Could this 5 really be set up for that long run? We'll keep our eye on him. He's now doing work, trying to work his car back up through the 3 that are in front of him, but was not able to make a good run at it. He had a shot, but unfortunately got stuck up on the outside again. That car, a couple of cars in this field have been able to make a pass. We've seen it on the outside, but now doing work to the inside of 19. 3 laps to go here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And 62 gets by the 78, up a spot. Now up to, I believe, 6th. Now we go back up to the leaders. We got 2 laps to go here for the 22 of Mark McAtack. And as soon as we get there, the 9 peeked to the inside. He was looking, thought he had a run. We come to the white flag. This is 1 to go in stage 1 for Mark McAtack. One more time, and he'll get yet another stage win on the season. And now as he goes through turns 3, through the entrance to turn 4 and the exit. The 22 of Mark McAtack will come down the straightaway and he will claim stage number 1. The 24 holds on to second. The 9 of Chief put up a fight, but gets third. And the 15 of Garv holds on to fourth. The 19 of Cole Trickle sixth. Doing work in sixth. 19mm will finish in seventh. Hootie Hoo. Eighth. Indy will finish in ninth. And Who's Your Boy will round out your top 10. As stage number 1 concludes. Now, how will pit road affect what is happening on track? Will we see some jumbling under yellow? Now the 20. No, not really. We didn't see much shuffling going on here. He's not in the top 3. Everybody stays the same, and we are back underway. Stage 2. Another stage of no pit stops. They can make it to the end of this one. 19 laps. Yeah, they're making it to the end. So this is just straight racing. Oh, I got a little trigger happy. Oh, the 24 squirrely side by side throughout this field. The 12 of Who's Your Boy, the first one we see. Making a pass on the 99, the 8 and the 3. You see back there fighting for position. Oh, and up ahead, the 78 of 19 loses it into turn 1. Over sends it. Forms a little ripple effect. Little accordion. As we get to the 38. Indy, who was in a dogfight with the 99. Ooh, boy! Hootie Hoo hard into the outside wall at a turn 4. Everybody quick to get around. As that is up front, 62 are doing work. To the inside of the 15 of Garb, trying to move up to the 4th position. He will complete the pass and he will cut right in front of that 15. Everybody else falls in line. Still a little side-by-side action in the back. That looks like the 8 of Ban 1. No, it was the 16 of SDR J White. Now the 99. Oh, Ban 1 overkills the entrance to turn 3. And we got to remember, too, when you think about Worldwide, the corners are 2 very different. Turn 1, very narrow. Very shallower corner. Not as wide spread. Oh, and there goes the 16. Jay White is around. Hard contact with the outside wall. But as the 24 has taken the lead. And the 9 Chief makes contact with Mark McAtack. They're both still recovering. They get back in line. The 22 holds on to second as Copenhagen Man, a whole lot of stuff going on this track right now. I still can't believe Mark McAtack got passed for the lead. But hey, Welcome to Redline. As that 62. Let's jump back to him. He's closing in on these three. Oh, but that contact out of turn 4 gonna slow him down just a bit. He has separated himself from the 15 of Garv. The 22 and the 9. Overshoot turn 1. Allowing that 62 to close in. Right now, that gap between the 9 and the 62, about half a second, just under. It's probably the same for everybody else in the top 4. About half a second, maybe a little more, separates them from each other. As we'll go back here to this other group of cars being led by that 15 of Garv. That's about 5 people in it, but look who's coming through the field. Now inside the top 10, the 5 of Team 95. Consistency is what this 5 car has been working on the most, and it is showing off here. Oh no! Garv! Oh no! Caught with the 5. 3 cars involved. That's going to bring out the yellow. What happened with the 15? We'll go back so that way we can check on it. They just crossed the line for 10 to go. Oh, he got shoved. The 78. Looks like just a bunch of guys sending it into turn 1, and Garv, who's just stayed with his normal braking pattern, got sent into turn 1. Luckily, though, everybody's very understanding of the fact Garv going to have to work that 15 back up through the field, but green flag is back out underway. Cope going to have to hold off the 22. He's been strong on the outside as much as he's been on the inside. He's got the run. 24 trying the side draft. Gets the 22 slowed. Still neck and neck for the lead. The 22 we've seen have the run on the outside. They are as close as you could put them. Now into turn 1. Everybody keeps it together. No hard sends from the top 2. Will the 9 get impatient? No, he goes with the 24. Nobody going to try and make it 3 wide yet. The 24 going to send it into turn number 3, and he will assume the lead. The 9 Chief going to peek to the inside of the Mark Mack attack. Mark going to do the same to the 24. As here is the 15 of Garv's trap back here in 13th behind the 8 of Ban 1. Almost said 1-9. Then I'm like, well. Ooh, the 8 of Ban 1 overkills turn 3. 15 could not get alongside. The 19, though, starting to look a little racy up here. Here comes the 62 doing work. Gonna look to the inside of the 9 of Chief. Oh, just too much of an outside run by the 9. Keeps the 62 at bay, but for now, do not anticipate seeing this 62 sit back for too long, especially now that it looks like the 24 and the 22 are going to start getting racy again. Mark Mack attack to the inside of Copenhagen. The 62 are doing work to the inside of Chief. as they were 3 wide behind them. The 18, 3, and 99. As Mark McAtack takes the race lead away from Copenhagen. A win would mean a lot for this 24, especially where he's seated in the points. Here comes the 62, though. To the inside. They're 3 wide behind him with the 9. The 9 backs off the 62 up a spot. Here comes Cole Trickle. Oh, misses. Just too slow. Into turn 3, the 78 of 19 is through to 4th. Copenhagen back to the inside of the 62 doing work. What does that 62 have on the outside? What bloody lap are we on? 1 lap to go. White flag out here in stage 1, or stage 2. Thank God I looked. Copenhagen taking him all the way to the white. Mark McAtack can wave him goodbye as he will sail off to the stage 2 win. And Copenhagen does what he needs to hold on to second, doing work on a finish in 3rd. What a race. What a race just for stage 2. Copenhagen, who started stage 2 with the lead, finishes second, doing work. Finishes that one in 3rd. Oh, I can't really see. I only know that Hoosier Boys 7th, Cole Trickle 8th, P. Fulton 9th, and Hootie Who rounds out your top 10. But there you see the 78 of 19 4th, the 9 of Chief 5th, 38 of Indy in 6th. And then 7th is Hoosier Boy. Now back. Ooh! Check out our new race leader. I think, judging by the way the H restart in this one, I think he forgot to pit under that yellow. He did. So he's going to drop to the tail end and go back to pit road. Oh no, we got a yellow. No, never mind. I wasn't live. That was my bad. But yes, no, the 8 should be coming down this time by... No. Weird. 8 must be on some kind of strategy we're not in on. Strategy is the name of the game, especially at short tracks. But look at all this. The 19 of Cole Trickle with the 12 of Hoosier. The 12 going to get through. The 19 going to get by the 18 and the 3. Slingshot Rodeo trying to get by P. Fulton. Can't do it. Now has the 15 of Garv. Trying to get that 15 back into the top 10. There's the 8 and the 16. Ben 1. And the 16 of Jay White. Issues early in stage 3. Mark McAtack, though, breaking away from the 24. And the 9, who are now side by side for position. The 24 Cope going to sit on the outside. Chief going to keep it tucked to the bottom. Both drivers miss the corner. Here comes that 62 doing work to the inside of the 9, but the run goes to the 9. The 9 tried to get under the 24, but the 62 was there. And the 9 will miss turn 3. Gets a little bump in the back by the 38 of JRC. Indy now side by side for 3rd as the 24 will start to break away from these guys. Going 2 by 2. The 9 missing turn 1 again, allowing the 62 to go through. And now the 78 of 1.9mm. Gonna try and go through as well to see if he can get that car through to fourth. Can't. Now the 62 with his sights set on the 24. Remember, there are going to be pit stops in this stage. Got 49 laps to go. Or sorry, 48 laps to go. Excuse me, here in the final stage, stage 3. Ooh, contact! 24 might not have known the 62 is there. And now move doing work up into second. What can the 62 do with the 22? Or with just the guys that are all over the back of them. The 9 under fire by the 78 of 1.9mm. Ooh, the 9 gets squirrely. The 78 gonna stay to his outside. Oh, and there, oh, door slamming with Cope in the 62. The run goes to the 62 of doing work. Oh, the 5 of Team 95 almost got a little racy there with a 99. 99 trying to get to his inside, can't do it. The 15 of Garv has gotten that Mustang up into the top 10. But still has a wall of cars. Strategy gonna have to be a big part of his game plan if he's gonna want to get back up to the leaders. Strategy, maybe a well-timed caution. Whoa, oh, the 38 of Indy hard into the outside wall. Got squirrely and used the wall to make the save. 56. At 57. Laps complete here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Mark McAtack continuing to stretch that lead. Meanwhile, the 62 cannot get the 24 off his bumper. They are just locked together. Ada Band one on pit road. Ooh, troubles for the 62. Lost 4 spots. The 24 of Copenhagen back up to second, the 9 to third, the 78 to fourth. And the 22 is just running away. Actually, the 15 of Garv up to the 7th spot. So he's just made up 3 spots here in the last handful of laps, about the last 3 or 4 laps. Oh, the 9 into the wall. Chief with a mistake. Here comes Hoosier Boy. Didn't have the time to put that 12 to the inside. Just gonna ride with the 9 for right now. So we'll stay with the 15. Oh, the 12 into the wall. Move the 15 up to 6. The 12 getting a little squirrely there out of turn 4. Just couldn't keep it off the wall. 40 laps to go Should be seeing these guys come down here in the next handful of laps, I would assume. The 62 back up to P4 as he tries to work his way back to the 24 and the 78. This 22, let's just take a look. Oh boy. What a lead by Mark McAtack in the 22 right now. Our first race back, he is putting on an absolute clinic. But this race is far from over. We'll have to wait and see what kind of other things were happening or will happen as the 5 sits in the 9th spot right now, still gradually moving up through the field. You see the 9 of Cole Trickle, 19 of Cole Trickle, and the 12 of Hoosier. Both go wide. Leaves the 5 room. He's going to diamond the corner. Straight line exit. And he'll pull alongside the 19 of Trickle. This for 8th. Oh, and apparently the middle of the pack can't produce car noise. That's cool. There we go. They found their engines again. The 19, though, gets a run out of 4. Pulls back alongside Team 95. Oh, but he hits the apron, gets squirrely, gives the position back to the 5. Cars on pit road. Here we go. I said we see him in a handful. The 62 led the group down. That is Garv, Hootie Hoo, doing work. JRC Indy, the 12 of Hoosier, the 41 of Dog Pound, the 16 of Jay White, the 3 of Slingshot. Only a real... That was about more than half the field that came down that time. And it doesn't appear that Mark McAtack has plans anytime soon, or anybody else up at the front really anytime soon has any plans of coming down. Here comes the 19 of Cole Trickle. He was near the back, was riding right around the edge of the top 10 when that first group came down. Now we'll see just how long it takes for the leaders to come down pit road. As they wanted to see if short pitting would be enough to put themselves ahead, or at least in the same ballpark area as that 22, as there is the 24 of Copenhagen. It looks like he might be signaling that he will be coming down this time. He is, along with that 22 of Mark McAtack. And he just wants to do a little mowing. So it's 22 and the 24. And that looks like the 5 of Team 95 and the 18 of P. Fulton. Meanwhile, the 78 of 19 and the 9 of Chief stay out. And now Chief gonna be on his own. He wants the freshest equipment. The 78 took the turn to the access road, and he will come and serve his green flag stop. We'll see how this fares for the 9. Right now, I'm very curious as to where that 22 is. There you see the 22 ahead of this 15 of Garv. He will have much fresher tires. Is that the 62? That is the 62 of doing work. So the 22 gets out in front of him, but you can already tell he gained a bunch of time. By doing the short pit strategy. That was a weird little gear sound. Now as 1-9 comes back out on track, he lost a bit of time. And now where is the 9? He is on pit road. Looks like he might have just lost a ton of time, and he did. Wow, that is crazy. The 9 losing a ton of time trying to be on the freshest equipment. The 62 are doing work up to second. Garv actually managed to make his way up to third with the pit call. 19mm in fourth, and Hoosier Boy in the 12 will round out your top 5. Copenhagen fell out of the top 5. I don't know if he got a penalty. That's the only explanation I can find in my brain as to why he lost so much time on the 22 that he was right on the ass of. Here comes the 9 of Chief on that fresh equipment, going to try and work his way up through the field way back here. You see the 5 of Team 95. I think it dropped Chief from 3rd all the way down to 10th. Staying out those 2 extra laps. That is crazy. The first round of green flag pit stops has been completed. Now you see the 38 and the 19 of Cole Trickle going to battle here for 6th. 19 hits the rumble strips. The 38 overshoots the corner. Oh, the 19 loose. That gives the momentum to Indy and the 38. 74 of 100 laps complete here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And your leader, unsurprised to no... surprised is no one. The 22 of Mark McAtack continuing his dominant performance ahead of that 62 of doing work. As he is actually on an island on his own. It's now the 9 of Chief up here fighting for the 7th spot with the 19 of Cole Trickle. Over three quarters of these laps completed now. 25 to go. Coming to 24. Or at least the 22 is somewhere. Now, though, side by side, the 9 has the help of Team 95. The 19 goes wide. The 9 on the fresher equipment will be able to hold that bottom a little bit better. And now peeks to the inside of the 38. Had a run trying to stay with it. Can't do so and will fall back behind. Now gets the run to the inside. He'll take that and get by the 38 of Indy, now cleared. But nobody's forcing the issue. As there you see the 78 and the 15. The two red and black machines that just love getting me all confused, trying to keep a track on them. Now as they go side by side, a car's around! Oh, is that the 8 of band 1? Yes! No caution yet. I don't know if we'll get one. There's a car legitimately stopped on track. Third place now goes to the 78 of 19 millimeter. Garb falls to fourth. 22 laps to go. As Indy is back down pit road. Could this be the second round? There you see the 8 of band 1. He's more so fixing the damage sustained from that. Or no, that was the 16 that spun. Never mind. So maybe it is that second round of stops. The 16 goes up wide. Ooh, and it looks like another car went around. That is a 99 of Hootie Hoo. Why not have some fun on the infield, says the 99. But the 22 continuing to press home the advantage he has on the 62 are doing work, and those two cars behind him are starting to close in faster and faster. As that 62 who came down with that initial group trying to short pit at first stop. Thought I heard a car come down pit road. I was just checking on Mark, but no, he is still out front. There we go. Nine Chief now gets by the now massively clearing the 12. As there you see the 62, the 15. 78 stays out. The 22 did not come down. A lot of drivers from that initial group that were the first to come down at the start of this stage come down this time, and Mark McAtee can really just stretch the crap out of this run. There's the 24. The 9 can also stretch it out a little bit farther. 9 has about a lap or two more stuff than that 22 does, but he got a little squirrely there out of turn 3. Or turn 2, sorry. '19 is now in. Here comes the 78 of 19 millimeter. Mark McAtee continues to run around this racetrack as he refuses to come down. Going to stay out one more lap. There is the 24 of Copenhagen. Oh, nope, that's the 18, not the 22. Different yellow bumper. Oh, boy. There is, I believe, the 16 of Jay White. That was doing a little bit of lawn care. Never hurts. Now the rest of this field is pretty well spread out. And here comes the 22 of Mark McAtee. Gonna really coast the heck of this 22 onto pit road. He is there. The 9 gonna come down as well. He's not gonna chance it. And that means that the 62 of doing work will assume the race lead. Actually, no. Everybody's a lap down. So there is the 62 coming through. You see the 22 on exit. So Mark McAtack still has the race lead. Doing work. Wasn't able to close in enough on the undercut. It's Mark McAtack still far and away your race leader, but Garv is able to put that 15 back in, back into third. 1-9 loses a spot to the 15. Indy up into the top 5. What a drive by this 38. Oh, but he got passed by the 12 of Hoosier, now sitting 6th. The 12 gets into the top 5. But the 15 of Garv and this 78 of 19mm. This is going to be a fight between these two. This is exactly what that 62 of doing work wants to see. He wants to see these guys duke it out, because it just means he can keep his gap to them as far as he can. 12 laps to go, and we don't need to worry about Mark McAtack anymore. Mark McAtack, unless for some reason he felt like doing a donut for a random purpose or whatever. But right now the battle is for right here the third position. Garv trying to hold on. 78 of 19. How long will this patience hold off? And if you're really curious, the gap between Mark McAtack and the 62 of doing work, over 5 seconds. About 5.5 seconds. So to say Mark's running away with it, I think might be a little bit of an understatement, but the 62 is able to is really holding these two guys off pretty well. 15 of Garv not really closing in. About a second, 1.3 off of that 62 of doing work. It's been about the same for a bit. Can't really just seem to find the edge in that 15 to really close that gap to the 62 of doing work. As we have under 10 to go. 9 laps remain here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. The 15 gave the bottom up shot, overshot. Turn 1. Almost let 19 get to his inside, but he was quick to jump back down to the bottom side. This is 78 now trying to find a line that works for that 78 Ford. He's right back on that 15's bumper again. And now these drivers are closing in under a second from third to second. Doing work. Had a little bit better of a turn 4 exit. But how long can those tires last compared to the 15 of Garv? Gap under 8 seconds now, 0.7 from third to second. It looks like the 78 is just willing to help out the 15 on the straightaways to try and help reel in that 62. We have 6 laps remaining here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Five to go. 15 to 78 sticking with their plan to just catch the 62. Try and make a race for second, because ain't nobody making a race for first. The gap now 8 seconds. In case anybody was curious, but they are there on the 62. Probably just catching a hint of draft, if that's even a thing here. I mean, with the long straightaways, you'd think maybe a little, but now the battle for second is on. 0.2 of a second separate the 62 and the 15. And the 15 is there. Now it's all about how will he get the move made, especially with as few laps to go as we have, and the 41 sitting right in front of him. 3 to go. 3 laps that 15 has to make a move on the 62 and move himself up to second. '62 is not letting the 15 have the bottom. 15 dives in into turn 3. Garv trying to get by, doing work. Two to go. Garv gonna try the diamond. Oh, the 41! Lap traffic playing a role. And now with 1 to go, the 62 of doing work might just be able to hold on to second, but coming out of turn 4, the 22 putting on an old-fashioned ass whooping today, wins at Worldwide Technology Raceway. The 62 holds on to second. Garv will finish third. 1-9. Fourth on the board. The 9 of Chief rounds out your top 5. Hoosier Boy, 6th. 7th is Cole Trickle. 8th, P. Fulton. 9th, Copenhagen. Indy rounds out your top 10. As the 5 of Team 95 takes 11th, the 3 of Slingshot 12th, the 99 of Hootie Hoo is 13th. What a job by these guys. Sorry, I got a little distracted by the in-car radio. I'm going to shut that off now so I don't keep getting distracted. But what a job by that 22. Can't wait to hear what he did to prepare for this one, because holy. Won by 10, almost 10 seconds over the 62 of doing work. And what a job that 22 did. We're going to get Mark McAtack up here, and he'll get the rest of these guys up into the booth with us as well. I'm actually wondering now, do I have... No. I'm just going to stick with my idea and just get Mark up here. Just make life easier. Man, I was really looking forward to seeing how that finish was going to be. As right now we are still waiting on the 22 of Mark McAtack, your race winner, to jump. There he is. Mark, can you do me a favor and get the other two in here, please?
Yes, sir.
Yay.
Yay. Alright, let me get them two in there. Doing and Garv. There they are. Alright.
Perfect. That would be awesome. There's doing work. He's here. Now
I thought we weren't supposed to bring him in here. Oh, wait.
Come on now.
He did get... God damn it. He did get just waiting on Mr. Garv Nation.
Mm-hmm. Is there a different 15? Oh, there's his 15. Wow. Oh, there he is. Now we got the top three up here in the booth with us. After a hell of a race on Worldwide Technology Raceway, we will kick it off here, as we always do, with the man who finished in third, and that would be that 15 of Garv.
How we doing, Wallbridge?
Doing good, buddy.
Good,
well,
good.
got a little. You had a very eventful race. We'll go with. Had a little setback there, and I believe it was stage 2. Had a little bit of fun, if you want to call it that, working your way back up to the field. Walk me through this one, man.
Well, I worked pretty hard with Jake Racer 80, and he helped me come up with a setup that I liked. I don't know that it was any better than Mark's or anybody else's, but I liked it. It drove well for me, so I just did the best I could, and stage 1 was good. Stage 2 was almost good, right up till I think 9 had help getting pushed, and that put me in the wall and spun me out, and I ended up finishing stage 2 16th, and I thought, the race is over for me, but I just pulled the belts tight and kept driving and finally made my way towards the front. I was kind of surprised that when it all played out, the pits, I just divided into 3 equal parts and thought that's my best chance. My tires aren't going to be super worn when I'm going into the pits. I was having trouble with that. I couldn't get the car slowed down on worn tires, and I just thought, well, that's the best way to do it. And as everything cycled out, here I am in third, and I thought, oh, well, here comes 9, and I think 9 thought maybe he was trying to repay me. I think he had a better car and probably should have finished third, but he was kind enough to let me have the points, and that's the way it ended up.
Yeah. Was there anything throughout the race that maybe could have been tweaked a little bit in that setup to where it could have produced a little bit more speed, grip, what have you, to just make it more of like that top 2 car?
Well, I think there at the end, before I get into that, I think 9 and I had doing work, the 62 car. I think we had him. but then a lap car come into play, and that changes everything, and it just didn't work out for us. I think I could have got underneath him, and then 9 would have come right with me, but we'd have hung him out to dry on the outside. But as far as the setup, I don't know what. I really don't know. I wouldn't have freed it up any. Maybe a pound of air pressure in all 4 tires, keep it level all the way around. Maybe I would have gained a little speed, but like I said, I think that was the setup for me. It was going forward. I could drive from 16th back up to the front, so I don't know how much more I could have asked for. I was pretty pleased with it.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on another good points day. I know stage 2 wasn't really how you wanted it to finish out, but hey, a remarkable run back up through the field.
Thanks, Walbridge. I appreciate it. I want to congratulate Mark on yet another school. He took us all to school again, like he always does. Doing work, good second place finish. That's a win in my book. So we race against a bunch of really good racers, really good, courteous racers. These guys are some of the best in the game, and I'm just happy to be here.
And I'm happy that you are here. And we will see you next week at a track I totally forgot to even look at.
It's Sonoma.
I believe it's Sonoma. Yep.
Oh, goody. Yay. I can't wait.
I'm okay with it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not great there, but I can hold my own.
Is anybody really great there?
Come on, you got Mark McAtack. What do you think?
Besides him, but yeah, no, we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
And that gets us to the guy who I was really expecting early on to compete for that win, but a solid second place finish for the 62 of doing work. What more did you need, man? You could get that car to second when you wanted to, but it was just getting it from second to first was that barrier you couldn't cross.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to give all the damn props in the world to Garv, that drive back from 16th. I know myself, it would have been tough for me to get back in the mindset, but like Garv said, you just gotta tighten the belts and you just gotta go. You ain't got nothing to lose from that point. So props to him. I want to apologize to him for the little bit of bumping we had in stage 1. I was just a little bit impatient. I was ready to go. I was eager to get back racing with all these people. So apologies to Garv on that. I was ready to go. But yeah, man, I had a good car. Like, I was able to roll the center really good when I needed to. I was kind of like a shark. I was really good at rolling behind somebody and advancing from that, but being out by myself just lap after lap after. That's why I hate worldwide technology. Like, if you're by yourself, or if I'm by myself, I just lose focus on corners. I miss my marks and all that. No props to Mark McAtack. But yeah, man, it was a fun race overall for it being a track that I absolutely despise. And I wish Garv would give me a little bit more credit, because it's easy to catch somebody, but pass them's a different story.
I wasn't taking credit away, but I thought we had you set up coming out of 2 pretty well.
I ain't gonna lie, it made it. I owe the 41 a little gift basket because yeah, they caught him at a bad spot. He didn't mean to. They just caught him in a bad spot, and he just. I'm guessing the 41 got loose on the high side coming off and tried to check up and all that. Nothing he did wrong.
Nope.
But it definitely made my last lap and a half, 2 laps, a lot easier. So
yeah,
it was fun, man. It was a good race. Good to be back with these people. I think I had something for Mark maybe on short run, because I noticed throughout stages 1 and 2 we were able to stick with him pretty good. But once he got that separation, he was able to get super comfortable and just hit lap after lap after lap and just advance the interval, you know. Um, so I don't know, maybe somebody breathing down his throat, showing inside every now and again was the was the one thing that got away from him, so he was able to just drive off to the sunset. But overall, it was a fun race. I had the same exact strategy as Garv, just split it in equal thirds, use the tire advantage, and I almost gave it away on that last pit entry. I'm sure Garv saw it. I got in the grass pretty good. I gave up probably about a second and a half doing that. So, but
I was
able to
licking
hold.
my chops.
Yeah, I was able to hold on a second. Thank God. So, moving on to Sonoma. It's a wild card going over that hill. I don't remember right into the carousel. So, as long as we can get the car set up for that, the rest of the track should be pretty good.
All right. Well, hey, we look forward to seeing you next week at Sonoma and potentially in the booth. I think this is what, your
This is
third or fourth week in a row that you finished top three?
At Atlanta, it was Garv, me, and then Mark, and now I'm just sandwiched in between again, except they flip-flopped. And I want to give one more shout-out to the 78 car. That dude can push. Like, he is such an easy person to draft with. If you're trying to catch somebody, all you got to do is link up with that 78 car. He knows how to position his car to get you where you want to go. So a lot of props to 78. He deserves to be in this booth as much as 1, 2, and 3. I mean, he had a good car, and I feel bad for the 24. He had a speeding penalty. He had a really good car tonight too. So, but it's a long race. So obviously 1, 2, and 3 is here. So.
All right, man. Well, hey, we look forward to seeing you at not worldwide, at Sonoma next week.
Please don't make me race there again this season.
And that will move us up to your race winner. A lot of guys said that you took him to school. I call it a good old-fashioned ass whooping because I think 10 seconds gap from first to second is a little bit more than taking him to school. But Mark McAtack, your winner here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Yes, sir. Walbridge, how we doing?
Doing good. So, I don't know if you got like fairy dust coming out of your tailpipes. Is everybody's running the same damn thing you are, but you can just blitz them with it?
He made the game.
My dad made the game.
No, it just depends on, a lot of it has to do with driving style, and I know a lot of the guys tweak off of my setup, which is totally fine. Like, I get it, everybody wants to suit themselves and how they drive the track, but I made my car with that setup. It's a little bit tighter at the beginning on purpose, so in stage 1 and 2 especially, the guys were doing work said they were able to kind of stay with me, but once the long run hit and the tires wore, I think that was definitely where my car definitely came to life compared to the others. So, it was a good race overall. Glad to be back after, having 2 weeks off, unfortunately, but glad to be back. Glad to get back in the winner's circle, and just glad to be racing with the fellas again. It was a very nice race, and we had a couple minor incidents, but for the most part, for WWT, being a pretty difficult track as it is, I think everybody handled it pretty well. So, next week we got Sonoma, another good track, and looking forward to that. So, just got to keep stacking them. I think we only got 2 races left, I believe, until the playoffs start now. So, we're getting down to it. It's about to get down to crunch time here pretty quick. So, I definitely think the cars that were really strong tonight, besides obviously your top 3 of Garv and Doohan, I think the 24 Cope was really fast. 19 was really fast, and I think even Chief had a really sneaky good car too, but I just don't think he was up front enough to show it. But anyways, congrats to everybody on a good clean race overall, and we'll see what we can do next week at Sonoma. Looking forward to it, though.
Alrighty. And we look forward to seeing what kind of ass whooping you could potentially bring to Sonoma. as we know that you just love your road courses. Is Sonoma, because I know Sonoma, especially the Sonoma in Heat 5, is got that one spot in the carousel that could send you soaring.
Yes.
Is there a certain plan of attack that you have for that, so that way you stay on the ground?
Well, especially not only there, but just that track in general, and even just road courses in general, you just have to back up your corners. And I always preach it to these guys all the time. I know they get sick and tired of me saying it. I know they get sick and tired of hearing it, but you really have to slow down. I use the motto: you have to go slow to go fast, especially at the road courses, and I live and breathe by that motto. And it's worked with me in different leagues, not just this one, but other leagues, even the professional leagues. They really help you if you just slow down. You make the corners and just back it up. You can never go off the track or ever lift your tires off the ground. So that's kind of what I use, and it usually seems to work. So, I'm not going to say it's a lock win because nothing's a lock win in this league, but it should be very interesting. I know we got some fast guys at the road courses, so it should be a good race, though.
All right, well, congratulations on another win on the season. We will see you next week at Sonoma.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Walbridge, for all you do, bud. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Walbridge. Appreciate it.
100%. Yes, sir.
All right, and that will do it for us here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. A lot of drivers mixing it up through the pack, but only one came out the winner, and he had a paddle in hand to do it. Mark McAtack gets, I believe, his 7th win on the year, if I'm remembering that correctly.
6.
Okay, 6th win.
Yep.
Want to inflate your ego just a little bit more, but but that'll do it for us here. We will see you guys next Tuesday at Sonoma, where literally everything is going to go wrong for at least 4 drivers. I'm calling it now because I've seen it. I know, but I'm keeping the optimism. But that will be next Tuesday at 9. We will see you guys there. But that will do it for us here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And we will see you guys next week.